Hello there, y'all. My name is Jackson Berry, and today I'm going to be doing my demonstrative speech on how to change your very own flat tire. Now, have you ever been just driving along, minding your own business, having a good old time, when you don't see a nail in the road or you hit a pothole and boom, got a flat tire? What are you going to do? Well, today I'm going to be showing you how you are going to be able to change your tire. Hopefully, this will be really helpful for any of you that get a flat tire in the wild. Now, first step, you're going to make sure that you pull over to the side, somewhere safe, and preferably somewhere flat. You don't want to be getting hit by pedestrians and whatnot. Now, your next step is you're going to come over here, and you're going to want to put your parking brake on. Now, a lot of times, you're either going to have a parking brake electronically right here with the little switch, or a manual actual pull-up parking brake. For mine and a lot of other cars, we have this pedal right here, and I've already gone ahead and put my parking brake on. It's very important that you have your parking brake on before you do anything, because you don't want to have your wheel right here rolling. Now that you have your parking brake on, you have to determine which tire has been popped. For our sake, this rear driver's side tire is the one that's flat, so this is the one that we're going to be changing. Now, our next step is to grab the physical jack itself. That's either located most times underneath the car for trucks and SUVs, or where mine is, just right in the trunk. Now, this is for most cars, coupes, sedans, and everything like that. It's going to be a little area right here, and you're going to see a tab. You're going to pull up on the carpet and on the tab, and there's where everything you need is. We're going to first grab our jack right here, and you're also going to grab this bad boy right here so you can actually twist the jack. Now, for the sake of time, we're not going to be using that jack. We're actually going to be using my floor jack right here. Now, if you have one of these, it's really handy, but a lot of times you're not going to have it, and you're actually going to have to use that jack in there. But as previously mentioned before, we're going to use this jack right here just so we can save a little bit of time. Now, the second part of the jack process is you got to understand where your jack points are. Now, those are typically going to be either right here, right there, or right up front. And I'll show you what I mean is flat spots like this. You want to have a flat surface that the jack is not going to slip off of. If you don't have someone there that's flat, your jack can slip and cause a ton of damage to your car, which you don't want to do. Now that you've determined where your physical jack point is, next step is to go ahead and jack the car up. So I'm going to grab my floor jack right here. Going to go to the back of the car. Find and make sure you're at the right jack point and line it up correctly. Now, next step is make sure everything's nice and tight. You're ready to get jacked up. So, bar in there, simply start jacking up the car. Now you see here, tire is completely off the ground. It must be entirely off the ground. It can't be partially still touching. You need to make sure that you have a gap like this. And that we do. So you can fit your hand under here. That's good. So, next step, let's go to your trunk. Yet again, grab your handy dandy tire iron. Now, a lot of times there's a lock like this too. Now, all cars have that, some cars have it, but this one does not. But this is the socket that we're going to be using to actually take tires off. Now, here's your tire iron. All you do is simply grab this. Now, what you're going to do next is you want to loosen the lug nuts. You don't want to entirely take them off, but you want to loosen them at first. And we're going to be doing this in a star pattern. So, now that all your lug nuts are loose, you can begin fully taking them off. So, There we go. Now that all the lug nuts are off, place them to the side, but make sure that you know where they are. Next step is simply take your tire off, like so. Now, we're going to grab this tire right here, and we're going to put it somewhere on the side where it's not in the way. So, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put it on the side over here and lay it down like this, so it does not actually roll away. Now, once you have your tire off, your next step is to go ahead and grab the physical spare itself. Now, come back here yet again. That's kind of hard to do with one hand. Make sure you take this out. This is going to be hold your spare tire down. And you're going to grab all this stuff. Take that out as well. Here, you can hold the camera. And then next, we're going to be taking the physical tire out. Now, simply take the spare tire out and grab this bad boy. Now, this is nice. We got kind of a complete spare tire. A lot of times you'll have donuts and whatnot. This one's complete. Now, you're not going to want to drive on this for a while. You're only going to want to be on this to bring it to your house or a tire shop. Next step, move everything out of the way. You got to place this bad boy and line up the lugs and place it on the hub itself. There you go. Now, if you have the tire on there, you're going to have to put your lug nuts back on it. Now, you're going to only hand tighten them, and you're going to go in the star pattern yet again. So, start off with this one, and do the same process for all of them. Now that you've gotten them hand tightened on, you can grab tire iron again, and you're going to fully tighten them. And good. So, now you've got the physical spare tire on. All you simply have to do is slowly jack it down the car. Sure that's on there, right? Jack out. There you go. Now, next step is to go ahead, grab all your materials, put them back in the back of your car where they came from. There you go. Things going back in here. And like previously mentioned, put this tire either back there or in somewhere that's out of the way and you can transport the tire. Now, successfully changed a flat tire. So, what's the next step? Next step is you want to go take it to a tire shop and get the new tire fixed. As mentioned before, this is only going to be good for small time driving. You don't want to be driving on this all the time. So, make sure you go ahead, bring it to a tire shop, and you'll be just good. And there you have it. You've successfully changed the flat tire. Now, either you can do it by yourself if you get a flat tire, or you can go help someone on the side of the road that needs to know how to change the tire. So yeah, congratulations. Thank you for watching. And we're done.